This is your life here on planet Earth, and you've chosen to come here to have this human experience. So are you living it based on your own desires or based on what other people think you should be doing? How is it going, my loves? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about how to find a support system and how to be your own support system. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Alyse, and here I share videos about stepping into your power. This normally shows up as building confidence, enhancing your productivity, cultivating more abundance and deep fulfillment in your life. So if you're interested in those topics, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below, turn on the little bell, that way you will not miss any of my future videos. So I get questions all the time on Instagram and within my Facebook group called Ascend, asking how to deal with disapproval from other people and what to do when you have these goals, you have these dreams, but nobody's validating you, nobody's approving of you, and nobody is supporting you through the first steps. First off, I just want to say that I feel you, I get it. It can be really freaking tough to take consistent action if you don't have a support system. When I was still in college, I really wasn't resonating with the school system, and I really wanted to start my own business. And I remember trying for years and years and years to gain my parents' approval and my friends' and peers' approval in me leaving school and starting my own business. I wasn't getting the validation, was not getting the approval at all. I was having all these conversations, like trying to convince my parents that I could do this, even though I didn't know the steps, and just I wanted them to be on the same page as me. I felt like I needed that in order to take the first step. And I remember I was at a fruit festival years ago, and I was in this support circle, and the person facilitating the circle shared this one sentence that changed my life forever. You don't need the approval or support of anybody in order to take action on your dreams. And in that moment, for me, everything changed. I realized as much as I'm craving that validation and feeling like that's the doorway to making everything happen, I realized in that moment, they're totally right. I don't actually need that in order to start taking action towards my dreams. I have free will choice to do whatever I want. I don't know what the journey's gonna be, but if I want to take the leap and trust the net's gonna appear, I have the free will choice to do that. And so if you are in a similar situation to where I was, or you're at a different point in your journey, and you don't have that supportive circle in your life, the first step is becoming that for yourself. Before even attracting that support system for you and having that validation and then setting out on your goals and dreams, the first step is being your own biggest cheerleader. So if you are trying to make positive changes in your life, you may not have that inner circle of people who understand why you're changing, where you're going, and are supporting you through that. They may feel threatened by your ambition and your desire to change and grow. We have conformity on this end of the spectrum and confidence in taking action towards your own unique path on this side of the spectrum. And there can be this fear that the closer you get towards full confidence, towards taking your own path, there may be a fear that you will be alone and that you will actually be more safe in conformity, in staying exactly where you are, in listening to other people's judgments, opinions, expectations of what they want for you. If nobody's rooting for you, it may feel really difficult to take action towards stepping into confidence and pursuing your own path. So how can we level the playing field? We have conformity and safety on one side. We have confidence in your own path, but potentially feeling alone and isolated on the other side. How can we level the playing field? Well, we can become our own support system. We can become our own biggest cheerleader and trust that your tribe will come when you are moving along in that direction. So instead of waiting for your current inner circle to be that support, and instead of waiting for your future tribe to come in and support you and boost you up and say, hey, you got this, there's an in-between period. And that's where you support yourself. This is key. Absolutely key if you are wanting to take an alternative path You gotta build yourself up. You gotta decrease the amount of time that your inner critic is present in your mind, saying things like, this isn't good enough, other people are gonna judge you, other people are doing it better, you may fail. Decrease the amount of time that those voices, those thoughts are present, and increase the amount of time that your inner cheerleader is rooting you on, saying, you've got this. You are enough. You are smart enough. You are capable. You are resourceful. You are unique. Like, you were made to do this. So some things you can do to support yourself in this process would be making a list of your favorite traits about yourself, your favorite qualities, the unique parts of you that are so special, and like sinking into how amazing you are. Also talking to yourself as you would talk to a close friend or maybe a young child who shares their dreams and their ambitions with you. And you know what you would say to somebody in that moment? You would support them. You would be like, you've got this. You're gonna find a way. I'm here to support you. We'll figure this out together. Like, this is your path. Let's do it. Talk to yourself in that way, right? Don't rob yourself of that opportunity. Don't live in inner critic land. And I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. This may feel super awkward in the beginning because of your past conditioning, your upbringing, society has conditioned you to be so freaking hard on yourself, to be so judgmental of yourself, to look for outside validation, to ask other people for their opinions, and to take that to heart and to listen to that more than your own intuition, your own knowing that you are capable. It's gonna be awkward, but the key is consistency and repetition. This is how you reprogram your mind to believe in yourself. So the first step towards being your biggest cheerleader and being consistent with this practice is actually becoming aware of what your inner critic sounds like. What are the judgmental thoughts that are circulating through your mind? Becoming aware of this, right? So here's your mind, here are the judgmental thoughts, your inner critic saying all those mean things to you, holding you back from your potential, and here's your awareness. Just kind of observing what's going on down there, separating yourself from it, no longer identifying as this is me. The second step is when you notice yourself, when you notice your mind doing that thing over there, judging yourself, criticizing yourself, the next step is to pause and pivot. So you're pausing, becoming aware of what's going on within your mind, observing, and you're pivoting to your inner cheerleader. Oh, okay, cool. So I caught myself beating myself up, inner critic, wondering what other people are gonna think about me, and now I'm gonna pause and pivot to building myself up, reminding myself that I've got this. No, I don't know all the steps. Yes, I'm gonna make mistakes. I don't have it all figured out. I'm gonna need support. I'm gonna need to be resourceful. I'm gonna need to be proactive, but I've got this. You can also check in with yourself on a weekly basis. Something I do is every single Sunday, I check in and I reflect on how things went for me in the past week. How much was I judging myself? How much was I looking for validation from other people? And how much was I building myself up and actually taking aligned action towards what I want for myself? Taking that alternative path and trusting the process. And based on where I was at the past week, I'll set action steps and intentions for the week ahead. What would the most resourceful version of me do in this situation? If I don't know all the steps, okay, cool. What resources are out there? What free resources are out there that I can tap into and gain some insight from? What information can I utilize to help me on this journey? And another is, what would the most proactive version of myself do, right? So not just absorbing all the information, but what does integrating that actually look like? How can I be proactive in taking forward motion towards the path that I want to go on for myself? And remember, it doesn't have to be a massive, terrifying leap from conformity and safety to confidence in your own path and potentially feeling alone. How can you level the playing field? You can level the playing field by being your own support system, start taking aligned action, believing in yourself, and trusting that your tribe is gonna appear as soon as you start taking action. You're gonna attract people, you're gonna find people who are like, yo, I vibe with what you're doing. Maybe they're not gonna say that, but maybe my people would say that. I vibe with what you're doing, I get you. I wanna be on this journey with you. I'm on this journey with you. Like, we're in similar places, we want similar things. Those people are gonna come, 100%. The first thing, the foundation is, yo, you need to believe in yourself. Every single day you have to choose that instead of conformity and instead of letting other people make the decisions for you. This is your life here on planet Earth, and you've chosen to come here to have this human experience. So are you living it based on your own desires or based on what other people think you should be doing? I know it can be a tough road to navigate, but the key is starting now, believing in yourself, choosing that day in, day out, right? I still choose that day in and day out. The amount of messages and opportunities that I get from people inviting me to quit, inviting me to stop doing what I'm doing, I can totally let that take me over. And honestly, sometimes it can be overpowering, it can be frustrating. But the key is rising up and choosing again and again and again that I believe in myself, I've got this. No, I don't know every single piece of the puzzle, but that's the human experience, right? That's the path that we've all signed up for. I hope this video has been helpful for you and inspiring for you and just given you a few new perspectives on how to perceive your situation. You've got this, okay? You can do this. You really can do this. You are enough. I know that past life experience has really pulled you away from believing that, but you know that that's the truth, and it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be an adventure. So I hope that you can step into being your support system right now. And let me know what your biggest takeaway has been from this video down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if it has been supportive for you, and share it with anyone who you think could really use this message right now. All right, I will chat with you in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.